guns and bring your friends, smoke some music too. She know the boy, self-assured. I know, a dirty word. Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, my crime family. How's everybody doing out there? Let me see who's out here. And can you hear me? Hi, Pebbles. How you doing, girl? Elle, Bianca. Hey, War Eagle. I know golf is there. All right. I did send a link, but you jump in. I'll send you a year or two. Can y'all guys all hear me okay and everything? I got different setup. I got different ears, and I'm hoping it works. Hi, Deb. Yeah. All right. Good. Yeah. Good. Oh, it looks like all kinds of chat going on here. Christina, Susie. Oh, the Canadian cat lady's in here, and is Ron John in here too? Huh? All right. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Yeah, okay. You guys have been talking, buddy and Spiffy. Yeah. All right. Good. Um, Rory was in. Hi, Michelle. Rory was going to come in, and he got just a little busy, so I won't go. I won't go there. What he's doing, I'll be nice to him. I'm hoping you all can hear me. Um, I want to bring in the one. Hi, Borg. I want to bring in the one and only Golf Inspector General.
Hola,
Hey, Golf.
everybody.
There you are.
Hello.
Hey, my earbuds
Hey.
work.
Oh, yeah. Got some good sound there.
Was there? Yeah, I was a little bit worried everything's going to work. I'm not used to all this fancy new stuff.
You're going to get used to it.
All right, all
And
right. How you
and
doing,
just,
girl?
I'm good. And just
Good.
FYI, Rory is working.
Yeah, okay, we'll say
Yeah. Rory is working.
that. He's working at something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he might. You never know. He might jump in later or something if he gets bored. But I doubt that.
That would be odd.
That would be
Well,
odd. Yes.
hi, everybody. I missed you guys. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. The gig went really well. Um, a lot of my family was there and stuff. It really takes a lot out of me, though. I'm still hurting. I am. I'm still hurting.
Yeah, it's hard
But
work making rock and roll.
yeah, it is. People don't realize what it takes. I know that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Kathleen, hi there. What's that
what
go?
you what you got for us tonight?
Well, in that last live, I think it was the last one, we kind of cleared Jack. The two, remember, I had two Jacks in my hand.
Mm,
Actually, there's
yeah.
three, but one got cleared pretty early. Then we cleared Jack S. Then I seen something today that made me think different, but whatever. You know how this case goes this way and that way and this way, and you
Yeah.
never know what to think.
You're
So,
flip-flopping. You're flip-flopping.
all right. But I'd
But you
like
have
to
to.
try to clear the X Jack.
Yeah.
And I've learned some things,
Yeah. I
and
just go by what the
I got to
family, said and saw and feel.
right. Um, I have a hard time with that too. Um, just the looks that Steve gave. Um, you know, when they were
You
speaking at the memorial thing or whatever.
but
Do you know what I'm
maybe
talking about?
we're just looking too deep on that. You never know. Like he wasn't happy with something else, and I don't know. I don't look at those things as bad, really.
Right.
To be quite honest with you, I don't put too much stock in it.
Okay. Well, here's what I got, and for
Okay.
me to get this cleared, I'm going to run a little video, about a 10-minute video, also. But okay, here's things I didn't know. Did you know that Jack followed Kaylee on social media, right?
Hmm.
Kaylee did not have him as a friend, nor did follow him.
I
That's a little strange.
well, I don't like that's the same with me and my ex. I don't follow him, but he follows me. So I don't, as I say, that's you know, there's
But it
still
was
love
only
there
three
from one
weeks.
side. Yeah, I don't know.
It was only 3 weeks. I think that's a little strange. My
Yeah.
exes and I get along, or at least most of them. There's a
Oh,
few of them.
I get along with him too, but I stopped following him for other reasons. And that was even
Okay,
before we split up because I got mad. So, that's why I don't read too much into these little
into
small
that,
details.
right?
Yeah. And I,
And
as I
I
say,
agree. I have
I,
a few exes that I don't,
yeah,
follow at all. Yeah.
yeah. And it's
I just
more
thought
like
it was a little fresh.
it, sure, but I think it's sort of minuscule in the whole scheme of things because if just imagine being the family, who you're going to suspect the first, and this you watched enough TV shows, crime
Right.
TV shows to know the first person you always suspect is the one that's closest to you, and so I'm
Exactly.
sure the
Especially,
family did too, right?
well,
And
yeah, he lives 30 seconds away.
yeah, exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of like, why didn't he answer the phone? And, questions
Right.
like that. So I'm
Yep.
sure that they still get along to this day. Something tells me that, he must have, reassured them and showed them what they wanted to see. And so that's why I don't put too much stock in it. And just as
Right.
much as I do put stock in that point where um, uh, Steve Gonzalez's wife. I always forget her name. Forgive me for that. Um,
Olivia or something like
Christy,
that,
Christy,
or
Christy.
oh, Christy. Yeah, Christy.
Christy is now when she gave an interview, she said she felt it in her heart that these girls knew who did it to them. And, I remember that. That's something I don't forget. So I
Okay.
think
Wait,
more
no,
about
no.
that.
The mother said what? No, say that again.
She said in an interview early on that she felt in her heart as a mother, like that's her instinctual, inner voice
Right. Right.
telling
Right.
her that the girls knew who the perpetrator was. It was somebody
Right.
close to
Well,
them.
right. Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. And I agree with that 100%. And that
I
kind of
do
takes
too.
Brian right out of the picture.
Well, of course. I mean, well,
Right. Right.
that's somebody,
So,
if they knew of him, which I don't even think they did because, he was probably in whole other circles there in that area.
right. Yep. Hi, Boogie and Pumpkin. Um, oh, and Pebbles, by the way, list where you're from. You said you're close by me. I'm from the Bemidji area. I'm just wondering whereabouts you're. If you can send it an email if you want. Once upon crime time at gmail.com. Hi, Star. Um, okay, so we got that. Uh, and they said that the X was cleared, right?
Hmm.
But they didn't say whose X.
Well, no, they did not,
They
but
didn't. They just
no,
said the X is clear.
yeah, that's true too, but
That's kind of a little weird too. Like, which
yeah,
X is it? Because Maddie has an X too.
yeah, yeah, but
Right. So
I think because of the phone calls that went out that night
you would think
to
that's
the
who they were
ex,
talking about.
yeah, I mean, I can't remember. Maybe somebody knows here about that. Was it Jack that they called? Was that the ex, or was that
That's
even
the X.
wait, but was it put out officially who they called that night?
I I do believe so. I
Okay.
believe they said.
I can't
I believe
remember
they
if
said
that
Jack.
was
Yeah,
said
they called
officially. Like,
Jack 10 times. Yeah.
yeah, but did they name him?
Yeah. people out there, hi Pumpkin.
Does
Do
anybody
you remember
know?
if they named? Does anybody know? Did they
Because
actually
name
say
him,
Jack
yeah,
that
or
they
was it just
called?
an X? Or what was it? I cannot remember for the life of me
I
what was
can. I
said.
think. I think they did say Jack, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Okay, Pebble says
Okay,
they did
Pebbles
name
said
him.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
All right.
yeah. Um, and then this is they called him, and he didn't just not answer. The phone was off,
Mm,
and I would like to know: is that a habit of his when he goes to sleep? Does he
mm,
shut his phone off?
mm-hmm.
You know,
You
something
know,
I'd like to know.
yeah.
Um, it's easy to jump from that window to the garage, and he's only 30 seconds away. That's something that sticks with me
Well, what
because
is not
it's somebody.
easy is killing four people by yourself.
Right. And what if there's now he stripped down for the parents, correct?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying is
Okay.
you
But
would
let's say
think.
there's 10 people involved, golf. Let's say
Mm-hmm.
there's like 10 people involved and he wasn't the one that did any of the real nasty stuff. Let's say he was just there. Then he wouldn't have anything on him. Do you know what I
No,
mean?
I I do know what you mean, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, I've been thinking about that. Like, would you just? I don't know if you would just stand by and watch shit like that happen. Like, even if it was an accident in the beginning, and then you have to cover up for that accident, and then you have to cover up for, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how people can just. The more people that are involved, the harder I have consolidating that in my mind. Let's say two,
Right.
let's say
Right.
three, but more than that, I'm having a hard time consolidating that, to be quite honest with
Okay.
you, because
Right. On.
everybody would have to have the same kind of level of hatred, or something um to these four people, which is a hard thing to do if you think about it. Everybody has to be on the
Mm-hmm.
same level.
Right. I'm wondering how close him and some certain other people were, like Pete and the two Daves, and you know, I'm
Yeah.
just wondering how close because those houses they're all right there. Everything is
Mm,
right there in that community, and as you said that you believe what the mom said.
I do.
Well, that's a
But it
pretty big
but
community.
it is, but it doesn't have to be someone they knew and someone they were close to are two different
Hmm.
things. So what she said is she felt that they knew the person. That
Right.
doesn't mean that they were close to the person.
Right.
And
Yep.
parents don't know everything,
Hmm.
obviously. So she just felt that they knew who did it, right? They could point out and say the
Right.
name, basically, right? So,
Right.
but that doesn't mean, as I say, that they were close
Right.
in their
And
inner
oh, by the
circle, whatever.
and oh, by the way, everybody, this isn't like the big boom video that I was talking about earlier. That's been put off for another date. There is some investigations going on, and we'll get into that at some other time. Anyway, um, Kaylee was moving without Jack and taking Murphy. That's something she was more. She wasn't. And I really like to know what does what uh, Maddie told Adam.
Now you're
Did
getting
Adam get
into better
home?
territory, yes. So now you're getting into something that is really interesting,
All
and
right.
I think it needs to, be more expanded upon. Is what
Yes.
was it that, they're gonna get you girls for this? What was that? So
Right.
I know what we heard from the parents, that it was like a big nothing, but I don't think they know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And when I rewatched that video here just like a week or so ago where they said that, and they didn't sound very convincing.
Hmm. Yeah, I
They
mean,
didn't.
they said what probably the students told them, like the friends who or may not know anything, and what can you tell a parent? You want to tell them good things. You don't want to tell them bad things who just lost their children, right?
Right,
So
right.
you want
Yeah.
to be as
Mm,
as
no,
possible,
no.
and so
I
you don't
had
want
bad
to.
things told to me when my son was murdered, and that,
Yeah, but I
no,
think, yeah, it might have been
it's
different
just not a good thing.
circumstances. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I think that that's a better question than looking at the jacks and the whatever.
Yeah, well, Adam and Jack were roommates, supposedly,
Mm,
allegedly.
yeah.
So, did Adam get home and tell Jack something? That's where I was kind of a little bit going that way.
No, I
I'm
mean,
curious of what was told to Adam. What did Maddie
well,
tell Adam?
she told him everything, obviously, and
Okay,
what
well,
she told him doesn't mean that that he acted upon it, but the
did Kaylee have a
information
new boyfriend in Texas? Hmm,
yeah, I don't know, you know,
I don't know
that
either.
I
I
think
mean,
it's
what
more important than that. I think it's more important to that than that. Like, is there something connecting with a drug situation, for instance, right? If you look at the drug
that
situation,
could be. That
yeah,
could be.
and
Yeah,
if the girls talked, they found out something from the other
that could be.
girls in the house or whatever,
And
and that
that's, well, that brings up another point. I heard that Jack was a druggie. And is
I
that
don't know
why
about that.
Kaylee and is that why Kaylee dropped him? Is that why she ended it?
I mean, where did you hear that? I don't know. I
I
never heard it.
the rumor mill, I'll be honest,
Yeah,
the rumor
yeah.
mill that he was a druggie,
Yeah, but people can speculate like on these things, and even if he
right?
was, would that mean that he would do something like this? Is how you have to go back to it. Like a lot of people are having issues with drugs, and they don't do shit like this. But
Right. But I guess what I'm saying is it, the drugs and being left.
yeah,
I mean, she was going to start a whole new life, you know.
yeah,
She
yeah.
was. She was going to Texas. She was going to start a whole new life. I don't believe the parents when they said, "Oh, they were going to get married and have." I don't believe that whatsoever. What was it that? Why did Kaylee want to break?
I, I mean,
You
they
know
were
what I mean?
young. I don't
Why?
know. Yeah, but again, this is
If
so irrelevant, though. If there's a bigger picture, we're looking at like these little small details, like why did they break up, and why, I think the bigger questions are what did they tell Adam? What was it? What was it about? It's not about like little petty things. Like everybody knew she was moving to Texas. That wasn't news to anybody.
right, right. Well,
I'm
yeah,
sure they all knew about it, so it couldn't have been that. There's something more closer to, like, as I say, let's look at the drug situation. What
right.
happened
And
that with that, or akin to that?
and that very well could be. And
Yeah.
if what I'm trying to do is find this magical thing that's going to convince me, and there just doesn't seem to be anything out there that
Nah.
you know.
And you
And
won't, because you're looking at these small details, like why the relationship broke up, why this, why that. I mean,
well,
what, she was like 18 or 16. I think she was 16. They were 16 when they started. I mean, people grow apart. You want to experience
right.
separately, and
5 years
so
older, so he was 21 when she
mm,
was 16. So did
yeah.
you know that? I mean, that's a little
I've
odd.
heard differently, actually. I know there's
Have
rumors
you?
about that. I heard that they were actually like the same age, or maybe he was a year older. So I don't know about that. And again, that's
I
sort of
need to look that up. I need to
the
look that
way
one up.
the way I look at it. For me, that's irrelevant. To me, I want to know. I want to know who drove that night on the band field, who's on the camera. Who are those kids running in the background? Those are the details
Right?
I want to know.
Yeah, that's the same here. I want to know it all.
But I mean, to clear your jack of all hearts, I'm not the person to do it. Maybe somebody,
Right.
in chat can help you, because I
Okay.
never I never really looked at him as, in the first place, being any, having any part of this.
Yeah, I'm just I'm trying to eliminate him, and I'm having a hard time because he was only 30 seconds away.
Mm.
And of course, boyfriends are known to get really awful when it's time for the woman to leave. Men
Mm.
can get very awful. Um, and that just kind of sticks with me. Is it something like that? And did somebody help him, like Adam or a friend or the whole neighborhood? I don't know. I'll go to this video here. Um, this was put out a while back. Wait, now I want to make sure this doesn't start playing here. Is this? Yeah, this is the one. Um, I want to get kind of past some stuff here. Okay. Is that going to be good enough? Oh, I hate this laggy stuff when I'm.
I'm looking at chat.
Okay.
Yeah, they did clear him quickly, Pebbles, but they cleared everybody very quickly. Wasn't just him, like everybody in the neighborhood, and
You're
not
right.
only
They did.
did they clear everybody very quickly, they didn't investigate everybody. They didn't turn over all the stones and that they were supposedly gonna do, as they said in
Right.
their press conferences. That's what they were talking about. We're gonna turn over every stone and blah blah and find who did this. Well, you
And
didn't turn
the,
over all the stones.
right. Okay, I got to say hi out there. Okay, I'm going to run this here. Okay. So I found this quite interesting. And you know what's weird? You know how things happen. I was going to do a whole different video and everything. Then I sat down at about, I don't know, 4 o'clock or something. And then this just came up on my feed and I'm going, are you serious? It's like they read my mind or something
Yeah,
sometimes, I
you're
swear.
looking. You found what you were looking for. Well, that you didn't even know you needed.
You're right. Okay, here we go. And this is from the reporter room. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Surveillance footage of Maddie and Kaylee, Jack's purported roommate, Adam, the enhanced body cam audio done by the interview room, and John Jack Showalter. An official for the Eugene, Oregon Police Department stated that someone called 911 over the weekend about a person sleeping inside a white Hyundai Elantra. Now it's cold this time of year, so who is sleeping in their vehicle and where are they now? We know law enforcement responded to the scene and made contact with someone, but no further report was made, at least not that law enforcement is sharing with us. Dave Pascal shared some shocking information about the abandoned Hyundai on TikTok. Listen to this.
Who was a former resident, okay, of 1122 King. I guess his name was Brian. I'll just say that. Okay. He also
Check that out, people. That car that was in Oregon was a former resident of 1122 King Road.
Correct.
lived in Eugene. Of course, he said he doesn't know if that's relevant or if that relates to the car. But then there's something else that he found. The owner of 1122 King lives in Colorado. The LLC owned by the owner of 1122 King is allegedly the same LLC that owns the car.
Wow. So it sounds like there's a connection between the white Hyundai Elantra found in Eugene, Oregon, and 1122 King Road.
Stop
Aaron
there for a
Snell,
moment.
who was spokesman for the Moscow Police Department said, quote, "We are
Can you stop
What
for a
was that?
moment? Stop there for a moment. So basically,
Yep.
this information came
Yep.
out back in December, right? Everybody heard about this, I'm
Yep.
sure, about the Elantra, and
Yep.
it was. Now, if you look that up now, you try to find anything about that car, or you talk to people about
Right.
that car, everybody thinks that's disinformation. However, they showed the VIN, they showed the owner, everything was
Yep.
out there, all gone. Now
Yep.
these are the
Actually,
things I think about it, not the jacks, right?
right.
Like,
But I
and that it
actually
leads
know
right
somebody
back.
that has, right. I know somebody that actually has a picture of that VIN number.
Yes, I have too, because
Yep.
I'm clever.
Yep. Right.
I saved it. But I'm just
Yes, you
saying,
are.
that it's now
Right.
bringing out, if you bring this up, that's not what happened, is what people is going to tell you, which is so
Right.
odd to me. And it's the same people that said this in the beginning, that are now backtracking on this. But isn't it like all these coincidences? It leads back to 1122 King. That's not a
Right.
fucking coincidence. I am sorry.
Right.
That's got
I
something to do with
agree.
it.
I believe so too.
And what year was that car?
2013, I do believe.
Exactly. And as I said from the beginning, the FBI was right all along when it came to the year of the vehicle.
Right. Yep.
All
And
along.
yep. And everything has disappeared. Does
Hmm.
everybody hear that out there? The stuff on that car has disappeared. Go ahead and try to look it up.
Try to find it.
Try to
Yeah.
find it.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay. Hold on here.
definitely aware of the vehicle and investigators are working on it. So we know Moscow PD have told us they're going through around 22,000 white Hyundai Elantras from the year 2011 to 2013. But what makes this vehicle stand out is the fact that obviously it was in some kind of an accident, but it was abandoned. Now, who abandons their car instead of calling for a
Right.
tow truck driver? The other thing that is shocking about this car is the fact that the license plates are gone. Again, who leaves their car but takes the license plates with them? If someone was injured in an accident and were picked up by an ambulance, they wouldn't stop to grab the license plate off the car. Now, let's talk about the new surveillance footage of Maddie and Kaylee, the roommate's alibi, Adam, and that audio, the interview room enhanced. And we're going to talk about all of that in just a second. So please stay with me. Everything I'm sharing with you today is my opinion, and opinions are not facts. So please don't send any negativity to anyone. Let's be kind to each other. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up so I know you were here. Let's talk about the surveillance footage because it could be nothing, but it also could be a huge clue. Here it is. Kaylee asks Maddie what she told Adam. And it sounds like Maddie says, I told Adam everything. Listen once more, and then we're going to talk about Adam. The hoodie guy does say something, but I cannot make out what he is saying. If you know what he's saying, please tell me in the comment section below. All right, so it's being reported that Adam was a local bartender and also Jack Decor's roommate. Now, I tried to access Jack Decor's TikTok today, but it was locked. But here are the screenshots of Adam playing with a dog that was inside Jack D's house, allegedly. And boy, this dog sure does look like Murphy. What do you think? Orthodox Marks posted on Twitter, quote, Adam, the former employee, as a bartender at the corner club in Idaho, did in fact send Jack DeCour money to split groceries. Probably safe assumption they were roommates at the time. What did Maddie tell Adam, and who did Adam repeat it to, if anyone? End quote. Adam is a bartender, or was a bartender, at the corner club, and he was a basketball player. He's huge. He's 6'5", and he's definitely friends, possibly former fraternity friends, and a possible roommate of Jack DeCour. So let's talk about the corner club for a second, because that's the bar that John Jack Showalter was allegedly removed from for being weird. Now, if John Jack was removed from the corner club, and it
Did you stop it?
Yeah, did you hear that?
John Jack, yeah, that he was removed.
That
Yeah.
that he was the one that was acting weird.
Yeah.
He was the creeper.
I mean, if you
That's
believe the rumors now, that's again.
right. I'll back it up and we'll listen to
Yeah.
it again and see what it says. Because this is when it first happened. So,
and a possible roommate of Jack DeCour. So let's talk about the corner club for a second, because that's the bar that John Jack Showalter was allegedly removed from for being weird. Now, if John Jack was removed from the corner club, and it is him in the videos with Maddie and Kaylee, and he was just escorting them, watching over them as they headed back to get some food at the Grub truck around 7 minutes away from the corner club. So one of the big takeaways from this video is that they're walking with Hoodie Guy and they're talking to him. So it seems like he's walking along as more of an escort. And so therefore, I don't think he's as creepy as I originally thought. And he may not have just been lurking around in the background randomly. It seems like he walked over with the girls. And this video is really helpful because it gives all of us more context to understand what Hoodie Guy was doing at the food truck. So let's talk about Adam for a second. Did Adam give law enforcement the alibi for Jack DeCour? They were friends. They're said to be in the same fraternity. Now, to be clear, Adam is both the bartender and Jack D's roommate. These are not two different people. As I shared with you in my last video, Jack D's house was just a 30-second walk from 1122 King Road. And if Jack's alibi is his roommate, then law enforcement is going to want to know, was Adam the roommate that provided the alibi? And if so, is it rock solid? And by rock solid, I mean, was Adam with Jack during the hours of 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. with eyeballs on him? Because I already showed you how easy it would be for someone to be on that roof. And here is someone on Jack DeCour's roof. I'm not saying this is Jack. I don't know who this is. Let me know who you think it is in the comment section below. Now, I want to talk about those 10 phone calls. Jack claims he was asleep during all 10.
now let's look at the way Steve looks at Jack here, because I know you don't want to put too much into this, but I don't know.
Phone calls. Jack claims
Right
he was
there.
asleep during all 10
I don't
phone
know.
calls from Kaylee and Maddie. We all heard Maddie say, I told him everything when asked about Adam. Did Adam then get off of his shift at the corner club, head home, and pass on whatever this information was to Jack? And was Jack upset by this? Or is this a nothing burger? And to be clear, I'm just speculating, and everyone is innocent until proven guilty. If you listen to the video, Kaylee does sound stressed out about whatever Maddie did tell Adam. And this could mean absolutely nothing, but it could also be a very important clue.
What did you say to Adam? Like, I told Adam.
And as I shared with you in the video I did last week, Jack D would definitely be a person of interest. And I'm not accusing Jack, I'm urging caution, but the facts are this. 1, it was a recent breakup between Jack and Kaylee. 2, the dog Murphy did not alert to an intruder. 3, the dog was not harmed. 4, Kaylee was moving to Austin, Texas without Jack. Kaylee was sleeping in Maddie's room because there were no sheets on her bed. Everything was packed up. And we all know the most dangerous time for a woman is when she is trying to leave. Did whatever Maddie revealed to Adam, and then Adam possibly told Jack, set off a catalyst or a chain of events that night? So let's get back to those 10 phone calls for a second. Kaylee and Maddie
there
both
for a
called
moment.
Jack
Stop there
a
for a moment.
total of 10 times, with the final call.
So the reason this doesn't make
What's
any
up?
sense at all. So basically, when they're
Mhm.
walking, and if I've been working on that audio for a long time, on
Right. I know you have. Yep.
yeah, and what is said is they're gonna get you girls for this. Has
Yep.
nothing to do with the boyfriend. Get you girls meaning the 2 of them, or you girls meaning the 3 of them. So that's
Oh, I didn't hear girls. What I hear is they're gonna get you for this, Maddie.
no, they're gonna
That's
get
what
you
I
girls
heard.
for this. He says it. You can
Oh,
actually, this audio is not bad. You can almost hear it on this one. They're gonna get you girls for this. And so that's not meaning like, oh, Kaylee,
right.
your boyfriend is gonna get you for this. No, that's not what was told to
Okay.
Adam.
Yeah. I always thought it said they're gonna get you for this, Maddie.
No.
Okay.
Listen better.
All right.
Listen better.
I might
You'll-
have over time, you know what I mean, and I
I
haven't
know,
really
I
listened
know.
to it for a while. Yeah.
Oh, I delved
Um,
into this one. No, they're gonna get you girls for
okay,
this.
Kathleen. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
that means it's got nothing to do. So already there, but she
Yeah,
didn't
that's
know
right.
what was said. I just wanted to point that out. And I know
Right.
this is
Right.
older and it was hard to
Yep.
hear and all that.
Right. Yep. And yeah, I do remember that now. It is girls.
Mhm.
Yeah. Right.
Coming from Kaylee's phone at 2:52 a.m., according to Kaylee's sister, Olivia. Was this a series of phone calls being made? Let's listen to the footage from the interview room by Chris McDonough.
18, 19, yep.
Do you hear someone yelling, "Stop it, stop"? Listen one
listen
more
to this.
time.
18, 19, yep.
Okay, so this audio was picked up by the police body cam footage at 2:55 a.m. and 16 seconds. So that would be just over 3 minutes.
Let's listen to that again. Listen to this.
55 a.m. and 16 seconds. So that would be just over 3 minutes after Kaylee placed her final call to Jack. Jack lived 30 by the police body cam footage at 2:55 a.m. and 16 seconds. So that would be just. So let's get back to those 10 phone calls for a second. Kaylee and Maddie both called Jack a total of 10 times, with the final call coming from Kaylee's phone at 2:52 a.m., according to Kaylee's sister, Olivia. Was this a series of phone calls being made? Let's listen to the footage from the interview room by Chris McDonough.
18, 19, yep.
Do you hear someone yelling, "Stop it, stop"? Listen one more time.
18, 19, yep.
Okay, so this audio was picked up by the police body cam footage at 2:55 a.m. and 16 seconds. So that would be just over 3 minutes after Kaylee placed her final call to Jack. Jack lived 30 seconds away. Is this a coincidence? To be clear, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. I will see you next time. Subscribe.
Yeah, I'd never heard
Okay.
that before. Have you?
Oh
Well,
yeah, absolutely. Oh, I've gone through
Newly
this
released
a lot.
police documents
Oh,
in the Idaho murder case have given us the biggest.
oops. Yes,
There we go.
Elko, I would love to talk about the
You
Oregon car too. I want us to go back to that one, to the Oregon car, because it's important. But
Yeah,
I've
we're gonna go back to
looked
that.
at
Oh,
that.
yep,
Yeah, I
yep.
looked at that Banfield so much, you have no idea. I spent lots of hours on it, and lots of hours on
Right,
the
right.
audio and everything. And so going
I guess
back,
I never heard the stop it.
well,
I don't know why I've never heard
I'm
that.
gonna have to go back because there might be a name said, like somebody, she might say a name, stop, not stop it, stop. That sounds weird, but she might say a name. I have to go in and identify that because now that I'm listening to it again, I haven't listened to it in a while. There might, like Allie, stop, something like that. I'm not saying that that's what you said, but it might be something akin to that.
Right, right.
She's saying a name.
The timing is really weird on that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's really strange. Yeah, we should get back into this Oregon car.
Oh,
I
yes,
don't.
yes.
Um,
Well, so this is the first time I think that we get body cam footage from a crime scene. Like it's literally happening across from where they are, right? It's like if you just pay attention, I'm sure you can hear it, right? It's that
right.
close. So this Banfield is super important, and it's probably going to be brought up in trial. Now, yes, the Oregon car, and people is gonna, you can laugh at me all day long. I still say that the car, the white Hyundai that passed by Banfield, is the same car. It's the same car that showed up outside of the gas station,
The gas
and it's the
station. Yep,
same car that was found
I believe so
in,
too.
yes. So in your in the
Yep.
private chat, I put a link, and I actually have the car leaving the area, the same car that we see come in, and we see it leaving at a certain time.
Okay.
And you can see that that's a white car. Everybody's like, oh no, it might be silver, it might be this. It's a white car.
Right.
And
Okay.
according to me, I could be wrong, obviously, obviously, but I say that's the same car. Gas station.
I do too.
And
I do too. It is the
and
same
that's
car.
just what I, concluded from looking at it.
Right. Okay. Am I going to have to sign into Twitter here?
Oh shit.
I wonder.
I don't know. Oh, so you can't play it?
I haven't signed
it
into
slowed down.
Twitter
Okay.
for
Maybe.
a while. I'm wondering. I can't even think here.
Let me see if I can present.
Oh wait, no. I think it came up. It wasn't from Law and Crime.
Yes.
Oh
It's
yeah,
short.
yeah. I'm on your deal.
So,
Yep.
yeah. So basically, it's just showing you in slow motion. And you can see behind the elbow of the police officer that's a white car.
Okay, I'm gonna get that there. And here. Okay.
Yeah, it's got tinted windows. The one in Oregon did too.
Okay, now.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yep.
there you go. So you can play. It's going to be slow motion, and it loops, so you can see it. So you look in the elbow of the cop. There you go. There it's white. You see that? That's a white car. That's not a silver, and it's the same car.
Let it play again.
Yeah, it automatically does.
Right. I can slow that down even. That looks like a dark vehicle there.
No, yeah, it looks dark because it's leaving the light. But if you look where the light is hitting it, you can see that that's a white car very clearly. And you see it behind his elbow. You have to look behind the cop's elbow who's writing the ticket. Look at that area. There you go. And it's white. And then it turns dark because there's no light.
you think that's white?
That's
Doesn't look
definitely
white
white.
to me, but
It is. You have to look behind his elbow. There is only one light source up above them there. See there,
yeah,
there.
okay,
Yeah,
behind the
you
elbow,
see
right,
behind the
right.
elbow. That's when you see that it's white. Then it loses light
Okay,
source.
I'm gonna
Of
look
course,
behind
it's
that
gonna look
elbow
black.
again. Yeah, because
Yeah.
right. Come on, right there.
See?
Yeah, that looks white to me from the light coming down.
Oh, absolutely white. That's a white vehicle, and it's the
Right.
same vehicle we see on the
Yeah, oh
when it's
yeah,
coming
yeah,
in,
oh yeah,
basically.
yeah. That's white. Yeah. Geez, it's
Mhm.
weird how it looks dark here, doesn't it?
I know because yeah, it's light. Light works like that, of course. or
Right.
or
But
non-light.
I've seen it before, and I knew that was white. I knew
Mhm.
that was white. And then you got that black truck that looks like Dylan's going by too.
Mhm.
But you
Yeah.
know, um,
So
yeah, there was something
I
definitely
say
going on
that's
in that whole neighborhood.
that's that car in Oregon 100% connected to this somehow, some way. And it's so weird
Yeah,
that it just happens to be the make and model that the FBI points out. Isn't that
right.
fantastic?
Yeah, and it
Ta-da!
gets left, and the plates get taken off.
And
It's
forgotten
smashed to
about.
hell
And
and
forgotten
forgotten
about.
about, and everything about it taken down.
Correct. Correct. And that's sad all day long because I bet everybody who did those videos in the beginning have taken them all down because oh they got Koberger, right? Or they're now on that train. So it's
Right,
like it's unbelievable that that's still there. The evidence is pointing towards it and people are like nope, that didn't happen. Nope, and it's always bothered
right.
me, and I look at all these small details because in my mind, when I started back in November looking at this and how it went down, you remember bits and pieces. You remember the landlord from who had the cameras on Linda Lane, and he had an interview with
Kane,
Fox. Kane, and he
Kane.
said,
Yeah,
he observed a white sedan, and it was between I don't want to lie, about 2:45 and 3:15, whatever. And that's exactly when this
right,
car is circling around there. So that was on
right.
his camera, and he said he looked at all of it. Like I'm sure he sat down and watched all night long, right? When
Yeah,
he found out. So he's the one in an interview saying that that's the time when he observed the white vehicle sedan. He just said it was a white sedan. So one thing, of course, in
yeah.
in the pile of other things that has me like, we have to go back to that Banfield area, and you have the
Well,
kids running, like 4 or 5 kids. I think it's 5 because there's one that's a little bit shorter than the rest, so you can't really see that person. But there's 4 taller guys and one little shorter guy, or something like that. So
right. Have you
yeah,
been watching any of the Huda videos
I
lately?
started a little bit. I started a little bit, but I mean, I've been sort of like doing other stuff, and it took a lot out of me when I went through all this way back when.
Right,
And
right.
so, yeah, yeah. And so now
She's
I'm
got
like,
some
oh,
pretty interesting stuff on
yeah,
all of this, actually. Boy, I don't know how she does it. Um,
Pe- yeah, I know, I know. Hey, Pebbles,
she,
just to answer Pebbles' question, she asks like
I think,
how did you figure out that the Oregon Elantra was registered to the LLC in Moscow? Because of the what is it called? The VIN number on the car. People took a picture of it, and then you can look up any VIN number. Not anymore, obviously, on
right.
that car, but the VIN number on it was going back to the landlord as the owner. So,
Yeah, I got to start putting some of these up here.
mhm.
And that was Pebbles. That was asking. Oh,
Yeah, Pebbles asked that. So that came out in December sometime, I think. Yeah, it must have been in
right.
December.
And I
Yeah.
think it's good to go back because you forget
Absolutely.
things. It's, you totally forget things.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, and it was an eye opener on it. Even just that little video of the reporter room. There was things I
Mhm.
totally, well, and then the girls. I totally forgot that it said girls
Mhm.
on that.
Mm.
And there's many things that you go
But
back over it.
yeah, and these are the important things that we forgot that are super important because all of these things lead back to 1122 King, and that's what's so
Right.
important here. Like
Yeah.
that's not a coincidence. It's not. I'm just saying, that's not. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, um, I wanted to take a look at what Huda's got going because she's got a couple of good ones just recently, but she puts so many out. I might not be able to.
Mhm.
I really don't know how many. How she can. She just
Yeah.
puts one out after another, like really fast.
Yeah.
Um,
Elbow, yes, he came back to Pam because he sold the car to her. She's a realtor as well. They know each other. So he sold the car to her. The Oregon car was sold. Sorry.
right. Right.
Hmm.
Let me look here. Oh, she put so many on. And why is it? Sometimes it's hard. Okay. Well, I accidentally clicked on this. So apparently they want somebody wants me to watch this. um,
Correct. Correct. That's Pam in Colorado. Correct. Um, yeah, but she could also, I think she's also in Seattle, if I'm not mistaken. So she's two, both places.
well, yeah, yeah. How did the car
There's a
get to
lot of
Oregon?
how did the car
Right.
get to Oregon and why?
Exactly. Right.
Why?
Who was driving it and why?
Yes, exactly.
I don't know what. I don't think that would be the fastest way to Colorado, would it? Or what it is it? I don't. I'm
Yeah,
not quite sure there.
that was the purpose. Like you don't, you don't take the shortcut. If you're
Right.
in a car that's, a
Now,
crime-ridden
what
car.
was the date? What was the date? Do you remember? I mean, it
When they
was just a
found it
few
in
days.
Oregon,
Yeah. Was it
yeah,
like a
actually
few
it
days?
was it was about it was a few days after they put the bolo out for the Hyundai Elantra. And then people started looking and then this one popped up in Oregon. So it was, I
It's
don't know, a
too
few
big
days
of a
after.
coincidence. It's too big of a
Absolutely.
coincidence.
And as I say, the only reason that I raise eyebrows on this is because it is connected to the house. If it wasn't, it would be like, yeah, what the hell, it's a Hyundai
Right.
Elantra in
Yeah.
Oregon,
That
right? But
exactly.
no, people
Exactly.
took pictures of the VIN, and then the VIN led right back to the landlord, and
Right.
that raises a lot of questions. I'm
That
sorry.
uh, that's more than a coin. I mean, what are the odds?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
are the odds?
What are the odds? Exactly. And, I don't think that they thought that maybe people in Oregon is looking out for a Hyundai Elantra. Why would they, right? So they just like, screw it. We'll just leave it on
And
the side of the road.
Anne is gonna be all over that Elantra.
I mean, she should be. That's
Right.
important. But her
Yes.
job is not to find the killer. Her job is to,
Right.
exonerate
Get Brian off.
Kohberger.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure her investigator knows a lot of this shit and could probably find the killer or know who did it, but that's not her job. So even if she did
Right.
know, that's not what she's going to go for.
No, but she's going to bring up the connections to that
Oh
house
yeah, I'm
and what are
sure.
the odds of this.
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
she
yes.
has to create that reasonable doubt.
Of course.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It's going to be really interesting to see how she works this, because there's just so much that she can dive into. Don't you think? I mean, there's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Pebbles. It was actually people online that found that car, and they alerted the cops to it. They found it at the side of the road. There was some
Right.
YouTubers
Yep.
that went up there, and then
I do remember that.
filmed the whole car. They went around the whole
Yeah.
car.
Was that JLR?
No. It was
No. Who was
somebody who
it?
put it up. I don't know. I have no idea. No
Does
idea.
anybody know? Anybody remember who that was?
It was definitely not JLR, but it was somebody nobody knows. I don't think they were like big YouTubers. They just put it on, like they filmed it all and then released it. And it could have been released on Twitter. I can't remember if it was Twitter or YouTube, but obviously it everybody had it after a while.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how the cops were alerted, because I don't think they even knew. But these it was a girl and a boy, I think, or something like that. They alerted the police officers to it.
Right. Well, I can't find what I was looking for on Huda's page, so
Yeah.
I just
but
wanted to get on into
this is a good conversation, though,
it's
because
a good conversation. It needs to be done, and I'm telling you, there's something about that car, because there. 1 + 1 doesn't equal 5.
No.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Height 32 to 63. And Brooke, Scarlett. Yeah, I agree. That really needs to be looked into. But why did if you have something like that, why did the cops just blow it off like that? And then why is everything missing on it now? I mean, why? Why? That's what, I don't get it.
I don't know.
Get it.
It's like the world changed when they arrested Koberger, and nobody focused on those details anymore. And it took a while, it took a few months, and then all of a sudden it's all gone. Just like a lot of other things are gone, right? So
right, it makes me think bad things.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go down that road, but it makes me think bad things about certain people.
Well, yeah, you can't stop but to. Like, honestly, let's say the car had nothing to do with the crime. And I'm saying that like I don't think that's what I'm want to say, but I'm going to say it.
Right. Okay, I'm going along
So
with you.
even if you don't, like, how in the F do you have a car that's the same make and model that the Bolo is out for, that's connected to the effing house found?
And
I don't know.
and it's registered to the landlord that lives
Correct.
states away.
Yes. Exactly. So how does that make that sense in your head? Because I don't know how to do it. Like, I cannot take that away. And just think, before Koberger was even in the picture, what did we all know? We know that they based their information on the time of the murder, and all the cameras. Everything was based on either the surviving roommates, the phones, right?
Yep.
So when did that change, and how did it change? And that's why Anne said the wrong car going the wrong way. And she's not talking about the wrong car. She's talking about that's not Brian's car. That's what she's talking about. She's not saying that's the wrong car that didn't do the crime. She's saying it's not Brian's car. It's the wrong car, right?
Right.
So,
yep. The wrong car going the wrong way.
Yes, not Brian's going the right way, right? So it could still be part of the crime. So and at the wrong time. Let's not forget that. At the wrong
and just
time.
left there. Left there.
Yeah.
Now, was it reported stolen? I never heard it was.
No.
Or was it?
I think there was an accident, and it was very loosey. So
right.
It was supposedly an accident, and they just left it on the side of the road. That's what was told to us from officials.
And I wonder what the owners actually said to the detectives that went and check, and they must have went and talked to him, right? The owner of the car, right? You would think.
I don't
Huh?
know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
A lot of unanswered questions in this
Lots
case,
of
and
unanswered questions. And
too
then
many.
I think they found a homeless person sleeping in it or something like that. You
Yeah, I
know,
think that's
they
what it
probably
was.
told him like have a party in the car, make sure, get your DNA all over it or something. I don't
Right,
know. You know what I mean?
right.
Like have a
Yeah,
party. Here you go.
yeah.
Crashed it on
Well,
purpose.
I
I
can't
don't know.
remember who it was that did a video on it, and they did a close up of a window, and there was a what looked like blood on a window in there. Did you see that video?
On what
I
on
can't
this
remember who
Oregon
did it.
car? On the
Yep,
Oregon car?
on the Oregon car. Yep, they did a
Mm-mm.
close up of on the window, and it looked like there was blood on the inside of the window.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, wow, that's really strange.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah.
was definitely a red substance of some sort,
Some sort. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. 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 But the homeless people had a party, so whatever was in
Right,
there, it's like contaminated, right? I don't know. I mean, they could probably still extract shit if they even went for it, which I doubt. I don't think they did. So,
right.
yeah.
Oh, fucking war. They found some hookers in the back floorboards. Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know where that video is anymore.
Neither do I.
I think if T-Rev had it, somebody said T-Rev, he probably took it down by now. And it was early, as I say, it came out right after the Bolo. So it was like early December,
Right.
if it's still out there somewhere floating.
Yeah, I'm gonna start deep diving into that car again and see if I can't
Mhm.
find something. Somebody up here said, was it you, Pebbles, or who was it? Said there was some information on it. I can't remember who said it up there. It's, up there somewhere. It's too far back now. But yeah, I do want to go back into that car because that's just too coincidental.
Mm.
And I can't believe it just got blown off. You know, I mean, it
Mhm.
did. It got blown off within 24 hours. I think they blew that off.
If you can find the footage, the people that found the car who alerted the police, and when they go around and then they show the VIN, but if you look at the VIN now, it's going to be Pam something is her name,
Yeah,
and
actually,
she is
wait.
affiliated with the owner of 1122 King, meaning they know each other. So it was sold to her.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna actually search right now.
Pebbles says she's looking for it too. And then maybe if you find it, Pebbles, can somebody jump up here maybe and be part of the conversation? That would be cool.
Right.
If someone has some good information about
I'll put a link up here. Let's
yeah,
see.
about the
Let's see what
car,
they found a
or
band in
if
Oregon.
yeah,
Okay,
if
I found one on Law and Crime Network, but I don't want to get shut down.
oh yeah.
An Inside Edition, of course. And
Yeah.
okay, wait.
You have to play it like either really
No.
fast and then remove the sound, or trick around.
Let's see.
Oh,
Okay,
you can hear the doggy.
here's one. Here's one from okay, how long is this? Okay, let me stop this. And
Well, hey, this took your mind off Jack a little bit, didn't it?
yeah, I did. Yeah. It's a good thing.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Right. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Hmm?
And this is from KREM Channel 2 News.
Hmm.
Uh,
You don't
any
want to
day
play?
now. Yeah, come on out and come out and play. Do you remember the Warriors? The movie The Warriors.
I don't know if I've
Come
seen
out
that.
and play. Yeah, it's a good one.
Doesn't want
It's
to
an old
play.
classic, like back in the 70s. Oh, come on,
Yeah.
come on.
Oh.
All right, now our other top story, an update in the murder investigation to know that have just emerged today. First, after a video was taken on the night of the murders from a downtown business, police have confirmed they have now identified a man who was referenced in a security video by two of the victims from the night of the murder. Police are saying that man is now cooperating with police. Also tonight, after an extensive search for a white Hyundai Elantra, Moscow police believe one was spotted near the crime scene the night those students were killed, and they have long said that whoever was in the car could have critical information. Well, now they are aware of a white Hyundai Elantra located in Eugene, Oregon. That's the car you're looking at right now. We also just learned from Moscow police that car is registered out of Colorado. They believe it has no connection to the property in Moscow where the murders took place. The Moscow police chief did give a full breakdown today of where the investigation stands right now. Here's what he had to share.
So I know there's been some questions about the leadership in this investigation. What I want people to know is this is a Moscow Police Department investigation. We're utilizing the resources of the FBI and state police, but we pick the investigators.
Oh
My command team oversees
God.
this. We have 90
You
years
hear
know
that
that.
shit?
experience between
Yeah.
us, and we're going to continue to work this case. We're going to
We utilize the
to,
resources, correct.
work it to the
That's all you did.
completion. We have a lot of resources
Right.
that we're utilizing, but we still ask for your help. We ask for
It is
any
our
tips that you might have,
investigation.
anything
We
that you might be
choose
able
the
to give us.
investigators.
We're going to take a look at those, but be assured that this investigation is the Moscow Police Department's, and I am the chief, and we're going to follow through with this.
Oh
and
my
just
God.
know that from the very beginning of this,
I am the chief.
we've been a
He
unified
is so
group, and we make decisions
narcissistic.
together. And but those ultimately,
I always thought he was a
stand
cute
behind
man.
in
meaning like a little
I'd
grandpa
like
guy,
to update
you
you
know.
on our tips so far.
But
We received 7,600 email
boy, oh
tips.
boy.
We received 4,300 phone tips. We've received 4,500 digital
Yeah, and
tips.
what have you done with them? You've done shit with it. You know, I wonder how long after it was. I wonder what the date. You can't find out. I hate that on YouTube. It just says 8 months ago. You know,
Oh no, if
it
you
could have
put
been
your
8 months
cursor
and,
over it. Yeah,
you
no.
know.
No, you have to put your cursor over the date, and
Can I
then it
do
will
it?
tell you. Yeah, it should do it. Like if you put the cursor over it.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
December
so it says
20th.
date. Yeah. It's
Okay.
stupid, I know.
Now, yeah, didn't they have Koberger's name by November
Mhm.
29th or
Mhm.
something? Yeah.
Mhm.
See, that's why they didn't want to look into that car.
Mhm. They didn't want to look into anything. The 3 unknown
No.
male DNAs, and there's a lot of
Right?
shit they didn't want to look into.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
crazy.
A total shit show, let's
Yeah.
say that.
Yep, it sure is. All right, I think I'm gonna call it a night here, guys. I want to thank you, Golf, for coming up. Yeah, I didn't get any closer to getting Jack out of my head here, but
Well, thank you for having me.
yeah,
I hope we got little
anytime.
information out there at least.
Yeah, I hope we got some out there, and I hope everybody enjoyed the show. We do have something coming at some point in time. I don't know when it's going to be, but that should be a very interesting one as soon as it's done, and I'm hoping by the weekend. You guys are beautiful, beautiful people out there.
Oh yeah.
for putting up with me.
Aw.
I love you all, and I thank you very much. And we shall see you another time. Thank you,
Bye,
Golf.
guys. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.